And we're back here in Dallas live as Str8 Rippin takes down Final Boss 3-0. Moving on, Str8 Rippin only dropping one game so far. And we got a great highlight for you. It's the Old Spice Pro Strength moment of the match. Puckett, take it away.
Well, we saw an absolutely incredible performance from Str8 Rippin, and this play is coming from legit. The jumping headshot, quick scope on strong side, coming up the lift, legit dominating the power weapons all game long.
And he's been playing very well, but we're going to go down to Sundance on the floor, who's with the losers of our winners bracket final boss.
All right, well, thank you, Farouk. I'm standing next to Ogre 2, one of the most dominant players in the history of Halo. Tom, you guys have put yourself into a bit of a tricky spot here. What do you got to focus on to make sure you get back to take some revenge on Str8 Rippin?
We just need to stay in the game and focus. Like, we weren't working together whatsoever. Like, there's a couple spurts in Guardian TS where we made nice pushes and stuff, but I don't know, we felt like we were playing really passive and really like individual.
All right. So now you right now are about to go against TD. You were down against these guys. You knocked them down. What are you going to focus on again in this series, to make sure that these guys don't come back and get some revenge on you?
We just need to be more aggressive, keep the pressure up. That's what we did when we 3-0'd them earlier after we were down 2-0. And we just got in their heads because, we're just constant pressure once they're down, and makes them panic a little bit. And I think we need to do a little bit more of that.
All right, well, I get to watch all these matches from up there, and I'm going to ask you because I see you as a key for your team, obviously, but in your mind, what does Ogre 2 need to do to make sure that his team rallies, that your communication is good, and that your energy is high? Because as you said, it seemed you were a little passive and like you lost energy over the course of that last match.
I think the communication is huge. Usually when I'm talking really loud, our team gets pumped up, and that sort of leads to all the other stuff like working together and momentum and stuff like that. So it seems like we get pumped up when I'm screaming, so I got to start losing my voice here.
All right, man. Well, good luck. I'm looking forward to seeing it. You can go and get ready for the next match. Farouk and Puckett, back up to you guys.
Now, as we see right there, Ogre 2 getting ready to go to the losers bracket final to take on Triggers down. I mean, he said that, they weren't communicating whatsoever. They had spurts. What do they need to do to sustain a longer spurt and keep the communication going all throughout the game?
Well, I think they just need to forget about the match they just played. Throw that out the window. You're going into the loser bracket finals. Your series is not over against Triggers down. You have a 3-2 lead. Just play with confidence, play with energy, and get excited about this match. Get your teammates excited and come in playing strong.
Now, he said that he really needs to speak loud and really get his teammates into the game. That's part of the leadership role we're talking about coming from Ogre 2. How can he make sure that he continues to be a leader throughout the game as well?
He just needs one big play. I've seen Tom. I know Tom. He just needs one big play, and after that, he's just going to catch fire. He's going to get his team pumped up after those big momentum pushes.
And there we go. We got Ogre 2, who's one of our MVPs here on the 2008 Pro Circuit, and we got some MVP stuff coming up here very shortly. As we check this out right now, you see Ogre 2, Roy, Snipedown, and Roy again. Those were our MVPs. Roy, a two-time MVP here on the Pro Circuit, huh, Puckett?
That's right. That is the regular season event MVPs. These guys are going to be playing in the All-Star game in Las Vegas. They all earned themselves a guaranteed spot. Now, Ogre 2, he came out in Meadowlands and absolutely dominated. He was the player with the highest kill-to-death ratio, but then it came up into San Diego. Roy, he was the most positive for his team on instinct. He got second place with that squad. And then, of course, going into Orlando, it was Snipedown. Snipedown with his first ever national championship victory, or not national championship, Orlando championship victory, where his team went on to win that one. And then, of course, going back to Toronto, it was between Snipedown and Roy, but Roy was just too valuable to Instinct, the only player really to go positive out of the four as they went on to get second place once again.
And there we see it right there, our top MVPs from some of our top 8 teams here around the league. As we take a look at the crowd who's going crazy, these guys have been great. We got a lot more stuff coming up to you. The Dr. Pepper, more to you coming up. Losers Bracket Finals is coming up right after this. You're watching Major League Gaming Championship Sunday.
Oh, and it's going to be a big one, Farouk.
I'm ready.